I believe that there is this tendency these days to idolize people. And let's just get to the point, specifically beauty. We idolize beauty. And I don't think we realize how much we idolize beauty. We're sort of addicted to beauty. And it can play into us feeling a bit inadequate about ourselves. We're always judging ourselves on our level of beauty, as sort of we equate value with beauty. We see it on Instagram, we see it in prawn. We're always looking for it. It's always on the TV, it's on the music, it's on the videos. We see these women that are showing their bodies, these beautiful what is that? Plastic surgery. They've been modified. These modified bodies. We see these guys. We even have memes of them where they're called Chads. I mean, some guys. Listen, it's just the sign of the times, man. Or part of the time that we're in is you have these guys that are we've idolized beauty so much. We don't know it. That's what I want to make aware. We've idolized beauty so much that when we don't feel like we are getting that, when we don't sex and beauty, when we don't feel like we're getting it, we sort of get angry, we get bitter because we're chasing it, man. We've put it at the forefront. It's the star. It's the star, you could say, guiding our lives, pulling us along. It's the horse in the front of the chariot, that dark horse pulling us along. And it has to do with sex, beauty. We see it all the time. And then when we see it in real life, any woman, we're always looking at her as this deity, this thing like it's like something different than us. And really it's just, there's man and there's woman. Man is not better than woman. Woman is not better than man. They're not these gods. Same with men. Same with these men that are, they have the bodies that you want. They have the sort of model looks, and we think, man, their life is so good. It's so much better than mine. And what a lot of us are doing is chasing these phantoms, man. Our dopamine is sort of telling us that's what you need to do. You need to get, and that's what dopamine's for, to sort of help us reproduce. Everything we do, the car you buy, the job you do, the career, it's all, at the end of the day, how do I reproduce? How do I create some offspring? And I think we've been hijacked. Because there's just an abundant amount. We're inundated by all of these pictures and all of this easy access to beauty. Whereas before, little Johnny wakes up at the farm and he sees the pigs, maybe his mom and his sisters, and he's like, okay, let's, another day ahead of me. Maybe we can go to town with Pa. Maybe Pa will take us to town and I'll see Betsy. Betsy, she wearing that skirt. Can't wait to see Betsy, and that was like, she's beautiful. He maybe goes and talks to her. Hey, Betsy. It wasn't weird either for Johnny, because Johnny, it wasn't weird. Betsy was just like the town girl, easy to talk to, Hey, Betsy, maybe a little nervous, but no big deal, because there wasn't like 50 million Betsy's shaking their ass, at the farm. It was like, Betsy's here in the town, and I'm gonna go talk to her. Okay, and I'm gonna talk to her, and maybe, let's go on a date. Let's go skip rocks by the creek. And maybe one day Johnny decides to wed Betsy and they have a bunch of babies. That's life. That's real life. Real life isn't these idols that we're worshiping. We're getting carried away by so much beauty. There's a scripture in the Bible. It says, put no gods before me. And I believe it was this story where, they actually, I think it was the Israelites. I mean, God was there, blessed them, got them out of slavery, and they decided to start worshiping. You can correct me if I'm wrong, okay? They decided to start worshiping this golden calf that is made by man, a calf, like a cow. They start to worship it, this like ox thing, figurine. They're like giving sacrifices to me, and God comes down. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Worshiping that? You made this. You're worshiping this." It's like, put no gods before me. And if you want to maybe use that as a metaphor for life, the road is narrow, okay? The road is narrow. It's very easy to get off the narrow path. And what happens is a lot of us have been hijacked into putting these other gods before the one trueness, the truth. What is the one God? Well, if you want to look at it, it's the ideal. the ideal, the truth, where you want to go that is going to give you the best possible life. And I think a lot of us are getting hijacked by these phantoms of pleasure, these dopamine phantoms. We think that the woman, the beautiful woman, equates to the happiness. She has become our God, or being this beautiful, perfect man. That's like the ideal. That's become our God. And when we can't get there, what happens is we become resentful. I mean, that's what happened with the damn Satan. In the Bible, like, it's just a story. Think about the story. He was resentful of God. I can't be like God. God's like the ultimate Chad, virgin devil over here. I can't beta virgin devil. Had his beta uprising, right? He had his beta uprising, and he's like, no, God, man, I can't be as good as God. Then guess what? I'm going to bring him down. I'm going to shut it down. And it's like, no, God's like, listen, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, we don't got time for this. And that's what I'm saying is you can't let yourself get resentful. You can't let yourself get filled with jealousy because it blocks your own creativity. It blocks you from your own gifts, man. It blocks you from meeting Betsy. It blocks you from being like a cool, happy guy that goes and meets his Betsy out in the world. It's really the case of it. And I mean, you had this guy. I know a couple years ago, you guys can name his name. You guys can look it up. He rented a rental van. Okay. He was a 4chaner, and in his interview, he rented this van. He starts running over people. And in his interview, he's like, the cops all asking him, the investigator, why'd you do this? What was it? What was the thing? He was like, we had to get back at the Chads and the Stacys. It was a beta uprising. That's fucking funny. Okay, that's hilarious to think about. But it's not so far away from, you can relate. You can understand where he's coming from. This guy went to a point, almost like that Elliot Rodgers dude. These guys could have been cool ass dudes, but they got hijacked. They got hijacked chasing phantoms, dude, like a dog chasing cars. And he got mad at the cars. The dog gets mad at the cars when it won't stop and play with it. And for anyone that needs to hear this, man, it's like, we gotta get back. We gotta get our eyes on God. Now, don't be a low IQ NPC when you hear me say God. Okay, please, for the love of God, don't say, "Oh, just he's a religious Christian." No, I'm not. I'm not a Christian. I'm not even religious. I just like the stories. When I say God, I mean keep your life's focus when you get up in the morning. Have something that you aim towards, an ideal. Maybe it's uniting your family. Maybe it's being a better man, so that you can have children one day, so that you can give to the community, so that you can help people out. Don't just be about me, bitter, resentful, bitter at all these people that are going, that seem to be living a good life, and just get resentful. Dude, what kind of way is that to live, And I know that because I've been there, dude. I've been resentful. I've been greedy. I've been lustful. I've been a lot of things, man. And I don't want to be like that. And I'm telling you, the way to look at this is you want to aim at what is real, what is wholesome, okay? And that's for you to come up with. That's not for me, but I'm telling you, I don't think chasing pleasure is going to give you a fulfilling thing. I actually know it won't, because that's not how dopamine works. Dopamine works by giving you this intense, this craving for. It wants more and more and more. That's all it is. More and more and more. And you see this in relationships. You get the hot girl, okay? You have the sex. You have a relationship. 12 to 18 months, it's been shown, it's been studied, dopamine levels, they drop down. It's just the way it is. Then what? You need more. You need something new. You need novelty. You need another phantom. And that's what's happening. A lot of us are getting bitter. Oh, I didn't get this. I didn't get that. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. You're chasing the wrong thing. You got to get after something that's worthwhile, that gives you a better thing. I don't know what that is for you, man. I don't know. Maybe it's helping people. Maybe it's making yourself stronger than you are now. Maybe it's getting out of your own way and trying to be there for maybe a loved one, or maybe it's like be a friend or make more friends. Whatever it is, you decide and then try. All it takes is that effort, and then the brain kicks in. It lights up, because that's how life works. Okay, and I don't know. I just think we're idolizing too many things. There's this great quote. Let me see if I have it pulled up. It's by Marcus Aurelius. and I don't actually remember it, so I'm going to read it to you if I can find it. Give me 1 second. And the way he takes, this hot. I'm just going to paraphrase it. He says, "You guys that are obsessed with wine and stuff, and like gluttony, and the games, the sports back in his day." He says, "Listen, wine is just rotted grapes. It's just rotten grapes that has been put into a bottle, and you're drinking it, and you think it's so amazing. Pig, a nice little steak or something, or a cut of meat, succulent and sweet, falling off the bone. That is just the dead flesh of a pig. That is just the dead flesh of a cow. Look at it for what it is." A lot of us, we have all of these weird ass stories in our head about how great it would be. How great it would be. You're being fooled. It's not that great. Okay? The greatest life is when you go after something that really fulfills your soul, man. It starts with you. You got to be good with yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to be happy in your own body. You can't stop. You can't always be judging yourself. You get to that point. That's like the first step, man. Then it's like, okay, I can go out. I can make things happen. I can push and poke, and then things happen back. But listen, again, back to his quote. It's like, stop making things so damn hot in your body. Even the act of sexual, it's just a little membrane, and a spurt. It actually says a spurt of fluids when you orgasm. It's just a spurt of fluids, right? And over here, spend our whole lives trying to get them sweet sugar walls. Like, that's gonna make you miserable, dude. Then you bust that nut. You realize, I've been chasing a massive phantom. Okay, and I think we can all get real. Let us put no other gods before the true God. No other thing that is higher than trying to be the ideal, man. What we come up with, the ideal. It's not pleasure, okay? And we could talk about this more. We're going to have this discussion in the Discord. But listen, put no idols before you. Put no idols, worship no idols. It's not a car. It's not a thing. You can't buy it. It's not like that. It's not like that, okay? That is an idol. And that is what the world wants you, because it wants you to be an individual idol worshiper that has a lot of things, that's addicted to prawn, that's chasing women, that's spending money at the bar, that's spending money, and it's a dangerous game, and it can cause a lot of unhappiness in your life. Okay, guys, I hope you have an amazing weekend. If you have any questions about this talk, let me know down below. If you like this talk, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because we're almost at 90K, and I swear we've been at 89 forever. I think YouTube froze me, dude. It's frozen me solid, but I don't care. Whatever, man. That's it. We got a lot of good people here. I'm okay with just the 89,000.9 that we have here. Okay, 89. You guys are amazing. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being with me through the years. If you want to see me more, talk to me more, I'm in the Discord along with 700 other guys. Come check that out. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Peace.